And so was the gangs just as prominent as it is now?
They were more prominent. They even had control of the penitentiaries. Now that there's, once they sent all the gang chiefs from the max joints to the super max or out of state and took all the, inmates' real jewelry and street clothes and tobacco products, they pretty much locked it down, as far as being organized crime. You know what I mean?
Wow. So were you into that, or you were running like solo dolo?
No, I was affiliated 150%. Not nothing I'm proud of or, nothing that I still, I am who I am. Excuse me. I am who I am and I have my roots, but I'm sure anybody from my era is still around that grew up like that. There is and are doing positive. They're looked up and respected too. But I'm not active, bro. I'm not out here in gang meetings. I'm not out. That's not the kind of active I am. If I can get a message to a kid, work with a few brothers that are doing violence interruption works that walk the same walk. Like I've involved myself in mentoring programs, and I've got myself involved with a few older brothers, and we done gave maybe not programs, but presentations, to kids, whether it's an open mic or a gathering, and so yeah, you know.
And that's amazing because it took you having that experience in order for you to be able to come back and teach other people, right? Like sometimes the best teacher is the self experience, the hardest lessons.
Panda, this youth though, they won't even hear you out or even try to listen to you though if you didn't go through it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So who better to give, the message than the messenger? You know what I'm saying? I was there. I come back with a message. You do not want to go
Right.
there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So was the gangs like separated by like colors? Like the Puerto Ricans had their own gang,
Of
Mexicans had
course,
their own
of
gang.
course, you got yes, of course, of course you got Latin Kings in Chicago. You got disciples, whether it's Maniac disciples, Spanish disciples. You got Imperial gangsters. You got Spanish Cobras. You got a lot of Latino, and I ain't even said the Mexicans yet. They got the 2 6s. They got the Ambros, and it's a lot of street gangs. Latino street gangs.
And so who is there? Is there anybody that is like teamed up, like, or is it just like everybody for themselves?
Not anymore. Maybe back in the early '90s, it didn't matter what gang you were in. If you were folks, you were folks. And if you were people, like the other, like in New York, you got the blood. I mean, in California, you have the Bloods and you got the Crips. You might have 1,000 different Crip sets and 1,000 different Blood sets, but they're all up under the blue or the red rag. In Chicago, you're either the 6 or under the 5. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty much like that.